Samsung is gearing up to launch its next compact foldable phone this summer, the Galaxy Z Flip 7. As with previous models in the Flip lineup, this upcoming device continues the familiar formula we've seen with the Z Flip 5 and Z Flip 6. While Samsung remains a leader in the foldable market, it looks like the Z Flip 7 will be more of a modest refinement rather than a major leap forward. In terms of hardware and design, don't expect anything revolutionary. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 seems to follow the same philosophy Samsung has used for the past couple of years. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Unfortunately, that also means camera upgrades are likely going to be minimal. And for a smartphone in 2025, that's a bit of a letdown. If you're someone who values camera performance on a phone, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 may not bring much excitement. Just like its predecessors, it's sticking to a dual camera setup on the back. So no, we won't be seeing a telephoto lens this year either. It's something users have been hoping for year after year. But due to the limited internal space inside the Flip design, Samsung seems to be constrained in what it can actually implement. Let's break it down. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 will come with 2 rear cameras and a single front-facing camera, just like the previous models. This setup has become standard for the Flip series and doesn't seem like it's going to change anytime soon. The main camera is expected to be the same 50-megapixel f1.8 sensor that was used in the Galaxy Z Flip 6. It's a solid sensor with a 1.57 sensor size and a 23mm field of view. That means image quality should be quite similar between the Flip 6 and Flip 7. But keep in mind, while the hardware might be the same, software plays a huge role in image output. Samsung has in the past improved image quality just by tweaking its image processing algorithms even when the camera hardware remained unchanged. Next up is the ultra-wide camera. Again, no surprises here. The Flip 7 will feature the familiar 12-megapixel f2.2 ultra-wide sensor, one that's been a staple in many Samsung phones over the years. It's reliable and gets the job done, but it's certainly not pushing any boundaries. Some users might argue that a telephoto lens would have added more value than an ultra-wide, especially considering how often zoom shots are used in everyday photography. But it looks like Samsung has made its decision. On the front, you'll find a 10-megapixel selfie camera. It's not a powerhouse, but it should be more than enough for video calls and casual selfies. Again, Samsung isn't reinventing the wheel here, just sticking with what works. Now, when it comes to performance in real-world scenarios, things get a bit more nuanced. At Phone Arena, every phone that passes through gets tested using the dedicated camera score system. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 will be no exception. While it's easy to assume the Flip 7 will perform exactly like the Flip 6, given the similar camera hardware, that's not always the case. We've seen instances like with the Galaxy S25, where phones with identical hardware actually performed worse than their predecessors in our tests. That's all thanks to changes in image processing software, which can significantly affect the final result. So what can we really expect from the Flip 7 in terms of camera performance? The short answer is, it's too early to tell. The hardware might not be new, but Samsung's software tuning could go either way. Improvements in AI-based processing, color tuning, and noise reduction could subtly enhance the image quality. Or it might not, depending on how well the software is optimized. To sum it all up, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 is shaping up to be a very familiar device. Camera-wise, it sticks to the same layout as its predecessors with only minor changes, if any. There's no telephoto lens, and all 3 cameras, the main, ultra-wide, and front, are expected to be repeats of last year's setup. Whether or not this will be enough to satisfy users in 2025 remains to be seen. As expectations for camera innovation grow, Samsung's decision to stick with the status quo may not sit well with everyone. Still, if the Flip 7 software can make the most out of its hardware, there's hope it could still deliver solid results. One thing's for sure. Once the phone is released, we'll be taking a closer look with our detailed camera score testing. Until then, stay tuned for more updates as we get closer to launch.